Alright, hello all, hello all. Yeah, today's stream is a little bit earlier because I want to do things in life and have a happy evening. So yeah. This is day 53 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. And since it's a little bit earlier, I'll be deferring the leetcode at least for an hour. If I don't get to it, I'll just do it in my own time. But yeah, the big thing on the chopping block today is a big data structure redesign because last time when I was trying to debug inst combine, I realized it was just a complete mess and I couldn't really work through it in any reasonable way. So I think the next set of things I'm going to work on before I finish cleaning up inst combine is sort of restructuring the middle end IR that we've built out so far. The big structural change that I'm planning on is that instead of using vectors to store instructions, I'll be storing them in lists instead. Because initially I did vector because it's just kind of everyone's go-to default instruction type, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized the list actually it uniquely makes a lot of sense in this sort of instance. Because the requirements of our IR is that it should be easy to traverse, easy to modify, or I guess easy to insert and easy to remove. And I guess traversal speed, at least from a cache level, matters a lot less, simply because we're at every node we're going to be doing a lot of stuff that kind of nukes the cache anyway. So cache locality is already just it's kind of just gonna be nuked. And vector insert and vector delete at any arbitrary point is oven, and it's really awful if I have to do a lot of it. So hopefully I can avoid those issues by using a list. We'll see. But the vector has a cooler name. I mean, yeah, fair enough, but we win some, we lose some. I think that alone might mitigate all of the benefits, but we'll see what happens. The other big structural change that I'm thinking about is moving literals from the basic block level to the program level, because I'm doing this really annoying thing where I have to figure out if if I'm creating an instruction and it has the number 5 in it. That 5 is stored in the basic block, and that causes problems when I'm moving the instruction or copying that over to an instruction in another basic block. And I was like, this is too much to manage. Fuck this. I'm just gonna put it all in the program and call it a day. Aside from that, there's a couple of utility things I want to implement. So block updater and function updater, just helper classes, to sort of store all of the modifications we want to make to a basic block or a function at one point, and then just sort of make them all work at once, sort of like a transaction in a database. And finally, maybe defining some custom iterators for preorder and reverse poster traversal. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. There's a lot to do, but first of all, I think using list instead of vector is a pretty good place to start. So I'm gonna start there. Yeah, last time I was losing my mind over debugging and inst combine. And yeah, I guess that is all just kind of a symptom of the larger problem. Second, yeah, welcome to the stream, Soham. Okay. Let's just comment this out for now. We'll worry about that later. Let's just commit this real quick so I can make a new branch. I need to format. Whoops. Okay. Oh, that goes there. I see. Okay. Wait. There we go. Okay. Didn't know why it let me do that, but you know. Okay. Do I want to make a branch off of this or a branch off of the main? Surely branch off of main. I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place. What is a compiler? It is a program that translates code from one language to another language. So like the compiler I'm building translates C code into x86 64 assembly. Or like Rust's compiler translates Rust code into whatever other assembly format. But it doesn't have to just be like some source language to an assembly. It can also be like a transpiler. So like something that converts Python code into C, for instance, would be another compiler. It's pretty broad, I would say, but that is the rough idea of what a compiler does. Let's get switch. Let's make a new branch. This will be MIR redesign. Should I make a transpiler for my low-level project? Yeah, go for it. I feel like you can definitely learn a lot in general from compiler design. There's just like so much that happens, but I'm also a little bit biased, so don't let me tell you what to do. Amazing, thanks. Yeah, of course. Let me know if you have any other questions about anything I'm doing. Okay, so we want to change some stuff in here. Do you prefer low level? Yes, very much. I prefer it more than anything front end, to be honest, and even just like back end, or what's traditionally considered back end work. I guess just like systems work in general is really interesting to me. Like for OS, we have like this lab where we're trying to like implement locks within using like various different mechanisms. So like we wrote a spin lock. We use mutex to create a lock on another data structure, and then like we use semaphore. And today I did all the semaphore stuff, and I was like before, like when walking from class to like the place I was working, I was like, damn, low key, I'm enjoying this. And it's like, how'd we get here? Let's go to Stars. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's redesign. I guess we can start with the private fields here. A program still will have a vector of functions, I think. Should I make this a linked list? I feel like it'd be smart for consistency, but I mean, if a vector works there, I think that's fine. Basic blocks I definitely want to list though. We need to include list. How many years are into your CS degree? I'm in my 4th year right now. So it's chugging along. How's the mutex different from a lock variable? Well, I guess like it literally is pretty much just a lock, just by definition. I guess I should clarify, we were using locks to make a data structure, I guess, thread safe. It was like a ring buffer for the producer-consumer problem, roughly. Yeah, a mutex is like definitionally a lock, I guess. That's my inaccuracy, I guess. Okay, got basic blocks in a list there. We should store these not as a vector, because that makes a mess. I might use an unordered set here, to be honest. Or an unordered map, I guess. Right? Unordered map, because I need to keep counts, because if something has 2 predecessors and it's like the 2 branches from one block, then I would need to keep a count, so I don't like accidentally change one and remove both of them. So let's make these unordered map from basic block to a counter. Yeah, let's do it like that. Terminator still Terminator. Literals we're moving out to the program level. Yeah, this will be a unordered map from a number to UN64T to a... Maybe I should just use like... Why am I even using UN64? We only have signed numbers right now. This seems a little bit silly to use. I guess I can just cast it and call it a day, but that seems... Yeah, I should probably just do it with like casting. How do you remember all the code and what to type for all the different coding languages? It's just hours at the end of the day. Yeah, I would echo what Seb is saying. It's all just hours, just writing a lot of code and becoming familiar with the documentation. Like, I will probably be looking at the docs for list a lot today because I don't really know it that well. This should be unique footer as well. Yeah, while I'm at it, let's just make it a list. So this is a list of functions. It's a map from int to unique footer of value. I'm not sure if I'm using unique pointers correctly, but hopefully I am. If anyone thinks that this is a bad way to use them, please let me know. Okay, so now we store them all in one place at the program level. Okay. This is fine, this is fine, these are all fine. This should be a list of unique footer. So this is fine, these are fine, okay. How long have you been working or learning C++? I technically learned it once, like 2 years ago, but I didn't really get to touch C++ code too much until like this year. Most of my work has, or like most of my C++ knowledge has just come from working on this project over like the past like 3 months, I think. 3 sounds like a correct number to me. But yeah. Let's clean up the rest of this stuff. This is fine. This I think is fine. I think these are fine. This seems important enough. Yeah, okay. Does this also include like literal numbers? I don't think it does. Yeah, this should be fine then, surely. We just need to update a bunch of methods now. Or functions. I don't know what the paradigmatic term is in here. What do we want to do here? This should be unique footer. I should probably make an iterator for this eventually, but yeah. This will have to do. Yeah, so we update that. I think all of this is fine. We should add like an add literal as well, I think. Yeah, let's... Or maybe we should just do like a get literal, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, let's do get literal. So that'd be like, I guess what would I want that to look like? That's just like unique footer, or even just like literal footer. You can just like define that for now, and I'll make a note to implement that, I guess. Which company would you like to work for, and what kind of role would you be doing there? Apple's the dream. Apple and like Nvidia are like the big two. I guess also Amazon and I guess just all of big tech, honestly. They all have compilers. They need people to work on them. The role I would be taking is like a compiler engineer. Just someone that like works specifically on compilers. makes them better, makes them faster, makes them easier to use, just the whole shebang. Adding new features, the list goes on. How's this project going? It's going well. I've definitely added a lot of things. I've re-implemented a couple of LLVM passes from scratch now. And yeah, hopefully I get to generate code sooner than later. There's a lot of maintenance work to be done in the meantime, but hopefully I can get to doing that sooner. Okay, let's make this a list of unique putter. We need this, we need this. I think we can do this. Actually, I'm not gonna put const on things yet. For no discernible reason. This type has been updated. I think everything else is fine. Are we live every day? I've been live almost every day, barring like things that literally take the whole day. Like when I flew back to campus, I took the day off. This upcoming Saturday, actually. Oh yeah, I should announce this. This upcoming Saturday, I won't be streaming because I'm going to be at a hackathon and I will be ruining my sleep schedule to get something built. And unfortunately, that entails me not really having time to stream. So, yeah. Just putting that out there for y'all. Yeah, don't expect me to be live this upcoming Saturday. I'll still be streaming every other day though. So, yeah. Yeah. What's good, Yusuf? I'm doing alright. Today has just been like a lot of class, a lot of work, but now I get to do work that I enjoy, so what's not to love? Yeah, this seems reasonable for function, I think. List. This doesn't have literals anymore. It's not 2 a.m.? Damn. Yeah, go get some sleep. Yeah, thanks for showing up to my stream. Hopefully have a good evening. Okay, we need, this is fine, we don't need that anymore. Maybe I should. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. I'm not keeping counts, I'm just keeping a mapping. What's good, Janine? Good to see you today. I should be streaming for like 2 hours. Surely this doesn't go to 3.5 hours like it always ends up going, unfortunately. So body and terminator, those are the only ones we care about here. The rest of these make sense. This is all fine, I think. Oh wait, these need to be typed differently. Let's go Linux Wizard. This is not a vector. Wait a second. This is fine. This needs to be a list now. List of instruction. So list, not a list. This is a unordered map. Yeah, we don't have vector anymore. Anywhere here actually, which is really crazy to think about. Doing good. Finished debugging my horrible tree data structure. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the average tree experience. I feel like you just kind of have to step through it and just deal with it, I guess. stream for however long you'd like. I mean, I don't want to stream for too long. Like, I really don't want to stream for too long today. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, let's update this now. And this is filled with errors. Realloc is a pain? Yeah. I haven't actually ever used Realloc once, I think. I just haven't had a reason to. Okay. It might behoove me to redo all of this from scratch for the most part. Let's get this in here. And then we can get rid of this. Body makes sense. Terminator makes sense. The literals doesn't make sense anymore. It should be basic block. Thought zero says Realloc was free? I was wrong. Yeah, it doesn't quite do that, unfortunately. I think like the only thing that is free is literally just free. Because the whole point of Realloc is to avoid that free, I think, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though, it's been a second since I've looked at it. Oh yeah, this is fine. Change get literals by deleting it. Okay. Do you see the new YouTube UI? I haven't yet. It could just be like slowly rolling out. This is fine. Predecessors is now a different type. We should just steal these, to be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna do this a really ugly way, but that works, so that's good enough for me. Maybe Uint64RT is a little bit troll in hindsight. Maybe I should have just used a signed number if I'm only doing integers. I guess it's extensible and it's generalizable. We can just represent anything as that, which is good enough. Okay, I don't think we need to change toString yet. We might make a mess later that necessitates we change it, but we'll deal with that when it comes. Okay. This needs a list now, but the rest is pretty much the same. This is fine. This is fine. This needs to be a list. Let's keep going. I don't think I need to change anything else here, right? This is fine. Yeah, the rest of this is fine. Okay. What made you want to pursue CS? I had a video game addiction as a kid, and I wanted to do game dev, and then I was like, actually, I kind of just like software in general. So now I'm here. I guess like compilers specifically, I just think have a lot of complexity in the field that I just find really cool, to be honest. This is fine? No, this is not fine. Let's change that. Okay, that's cleaned up. This needs to be a different type. Okay, and then this needs to change, I think. Why does this need to change? What is iter again? Iterator over function. I see. Okay. Yeah, this is not readable. why doesn't this have a toString? This has a toString. What you talking about? Oh, wait a second. I think I know. Did I add the thing to it? I did add the thing to it. Why is that broken? Why is this broken? Well, let's fix everything else first, I think. We have program to string. Did we change get basic blocks? Yes, okay. The rest of this seems reasonable enough. Maybe I should have just made these structs, but oh well, I guess. Okay. Okay, this is fine, this is fine now because we changed it. We need get literal. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be a little bit of a mess. So if literals, maybe the constructor should also just take a list of literals, huh? Yeah, that might be smart. So we want literals. This is program get literal. So we want literals at value get semicolon. Why doesn't that work? Oh, because it's a value. Why is it a value? Should be a literal. Okay. Otherwise, we want maybe I should also add a type field to this. It will always be a. Actually, no. We don't care about types anymore. I've given up on types. Where do we want to keep the literals then? I guess, like, what do we want to do about this mess? Let's add it to the constructor, I guess. So I guess we want, I guess we need a different data structure for this, because we're also, I guess if we wanted it to be scalable for types, in the event that I do decide to do it, I should probably accommodate for that. Let's make this a map from, You make it a map from pair, but that seems a little bit gross. Map from, or a map of type, I think. So from type to another map of from uint64t to, yeah, we can do it like this. Yeah, so we can map from that to a on a unique putter of literal. Yeah, because this will just store all of our literals throughout the function. Where did I go? Okay. What's wrong? Stood. That's what's wrong. We're always missing a stood. Let's just make a type def as well. Because I don't want to type this whole thing over and over. What's wrong now? I'm missing another brace. Literal. Yeah, we can just do it like that. We can do that. We can paste that in here. Okay, perfect. And that, I think, cleans all of that mess up quite nicely. Okay. Yeah, we need to change this as well. Should be literal map. Okay, perfect. Now we can just reuse that here as well, which is really nice. Yeah, so this should also contain type now. And then we can update this as well. So we want type map, I guess like typed map. So this should be literals at type. We want bracket operator because we should return an empty. We should insert an empty map if it doesn't exist. And then if typed map contains value, and return typed map at value get. So this will get the existing one if it exists. Otherwise it doesn't exist, so we need to, can't use new. So we want new literal to be stood make unique, and this should be literal, and this should get type and value, I believe. Address of stack. Yeah, this should be fine then, right? Typed map. Oh, whoops. There we go. Forgot about that one. Needs to be a reference. Otherwise, it's just a copy, and a copy does us no good here. Okay. Yeah, so we make a new literal if it doesn't exist. And then we just want to so we want new literal get to get the pointer to it. Typed map at value is now stood move. We want to move the new literal in, and then we want to return the pointer. Yeah, we can just make this a little bit more simple as well. Yeah, so we can do this and then literal putter. Okay. So we have that now. We need to change the constructor because I just changed the constructor. Okay. Alright. This takes this, and then literal map, literals. So it takes that, and then literals, stood move, literals. Okay. And now one thing is broken. Why is this broken? Yeah, I did this cringe thing here as well. No member named toString? In function unique putter? Oh. Yeah, we need to do it like that, I think, right? Yeah, okay. That's fucking terrible. I quite hate this. But I mean, I guess if we have to. Yeah, we do it up here again anyway, which is really funny. I'll just commit this for now, so I have a little checkpoint. What else did we change here? So we've changed that, and we've also changed that. Yeah, so we can kind of just like hash this off for now, which is my sort of done marker, because I don't really have a check mark. Okay. So now what we need to do is we have to fix up a lot of stuff, because if we try to build now, this will very gloriously crash. So I guess we have to go through this step by step. The first one will just have to be, I think up here, right? HR to MIR, yeah. Is this all still fine? No, we should use lists now. I think, yeah. This is fine, this is fine. This is list. This is list. Actually, should just use a literal map. There we go. Yeah, so we can do that. These are all like, I think we need, let's just like store this in a more reasonable order. Yeah, so this is all, alright, no, so this is like the basic block level. Let's group this by like, this should be at the bottom perhaps. I'm making a mess. Okay, let's do that. How do I even organize this? Let's make that smaller. Do that. Yeah, I'm renaming too many things. I should be a little bit more sane about this. Okay. What goes where? What is happening where? These are all helpers for like managing new basic blocks, I think. Value mappings, I think. Why do I need this again? Oh, wait, I see. Yeah, that's to the allocate. So this is also a helper that goes down here. This should be here, I think. This should also take a literal map now, I think. Yeah, so we can do it like this. Where do I even store? What type even is literal map again? It should be here, right? Maybe I should make it a unique pointer even. But I mean, it's already a mess. It probably should be a unique pointer. Maybe it shouldn't. It should not be a unique pointer. Let's leave it as is. No need to reinvent the wheel here. Yeah, let's put this down here, or I don't know. Let's put it here. And the rest of this is like fair enough, I think. This is function level. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. So we've changed the constructor. This all seems fair enough. Yeah, okay. Let's clean this up now. So much to clean up. This also takes literal map. Let's admit it. Welcome to the stream. Oh, this is a reference. Whoops. Yeah, we can do like this. Okay, this needs a literal map. This runs at the program level, so we can just make a new literal map. Yeah, so we can keep that. This needs to change. This is a list, a function. We don't really need reserve anymore. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So this is still fine. This needs to take in literal map. This is fine, I think. This is just the standard algorithm, I think. Okay, so you get basic blocks. We make a mess out of the rest of this somehow. We make an entry block. I didn't know this still has in place back. That's pretty funny. So that makes a function. And then that works, I guess. This we also need stood move. Literal map. No constructor. What? This is literally a literal map. What are you on about? List of unique pointer function. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Yeah, There we go. Does that even need to be unique pointer anymore, actually? I don't think so, right? Because we're not... The reason I wanted pointers for... Why did I want pointers for other things? I guess when I'm doing a list, I don't really need it for basic block anymore. I still need it for instruction, I think. Because I need them to be polymorphic. I don't think I need it for basic block anymore, right? Because I can just... This list doesn't have like reallocate, right? Our pointers in a list, safe, or fixed. This is not helpful. Oh, it doesn't invalidate anything. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, what do we do then? Because then basic block Loki doesn't really need, yeah, it doesn't need to be wrapped in a unique pointer anymore, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that's actually true. We don't need that anymore. Huh. Right? Don't we need that anymore? I don't think I need it, actually. I might just be like missing something giant here, but I don't think I need the unique pointer. Back on the grind? Yep. Just back to cleaning up the mess that I made last time, I suppose. Do I even need smart pointers though here? Interesting. So for this, or this, yeah, that. I mean, this sounds fine to me. I just need to make sure that my pointer is not dangling. Yeah, this sounds perfect to me then. I don't think I need a smart pointer. Yeah, none of this is like particularly useful to me, to be honest. You don't need this particularly. And that might actually be a concern. Yeah, maybe I'll keep it as is. I don't like the idea of filling up the stack, so yeah, we're just gonna keep it like that. I think that's a solid design decision. This should still be as is though. Okay. So what's wrong here now? Yeah. Okay. So now what's wrong here? What is entry? Oh. What am I missing here? This is fine. This is fine. So then we get the name. This is fine. What is wrong here though? How do I make it? What is my function class again? Oh, wait, basic blocks are not the right type. Yeah, okay. Basic, we want char to mir. Oh, get results the wrong type. This is also the wrong type. Labels, I think is fine. I should probably look over that again. It's all temporary anyway. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Yeah, we can do it like that, at least. This is still fine, this is still fine? Should be fine. Okay, the rest of this is fine then. This is a list. Okay, we gotta change more things now though. So list. Okay. What is cur literals again? Oh. This will be literal map at type. And then at type at, I should just like, I should just wrap this in another data structure. Maybe I should just like I don't know. Okay. I guess we could put some of these in private methods, to be honest. Yeah, these... I'll probably make that change some other time, but for now I think this is reasonable enough. So we want mir literal, footer get literal. This should be mir type, and then 64 t value. What's good, Fortnite gamer? I am cleaning up the mess I've made in my code, pretty much. That is the goal for today. Found a shorter name? Where? Okay, so this should implement the thing that I implemented in the other place as well, actually, which is really funny. This lives in here. Should be at the program level. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. This should be mir. Okay, that cleaned itself up nicely. We don't need this anymore. Literal. Yeah, we can do that now. We can actually just do that. That's really funny. That works then. This might be the only place we use get literal, actually. Okay, I didn't think this through. Right, is this... This is the return block. This doesn't exist anymore, I think. So that's fine. And then, yeah, okay, this is the only place we use it then. So we can just straight up inline this by hand, I think. What's wrong here? Oh, wait. Let's paste it down here. So we want auto type. Alright, we have type already. We want value to be a get value. Again, the rest we can just reuse here. Yeah, there we go. This should be fine. This also means we don't really need that anymore, which is honestly not really tragic. It was tragic for like a couple seconds, and then I realized it was very much not tragic. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I think, oh, obviously this is not fine. We don't have cur literals anymore. We don't have cur literals anymore. Yeah, so we can close that up. Generate the return block. We don't have literals anymore. Wanna close that off. This doesn't exist. This is a list now. This seems reasonable enough. Maybe I should make like helper functions to make these names a little bit less fuck-ass awful. So, yeah, because this is like really starting, these names are really starting to get on my nerves, to be honest. Maybe I'll just like re-implement LLVM's like IR builder or something. That'd be smart. Maybe I should do that. Why don't I do that? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Okay. Why is this broken? No matching call to construct at. Why? Name should be fine. We can even get name here. I don't think it's that long. Apparently it is that long. What type is this? This is the correct type. Yeah, so list of unique pointer to basic block. This should be fine. Okay, what does the function take now then? This is the wrong place. Type name list of unique pointer basic block, and then it takes the entry block. This is fine. Why is this broken? Type is fine, right? Yeah, that's the right type. Name is a string, that's fine. Wait, where does functions come from? That's fine. Should be the right type. Oh, does list not have in place back? No, it does have in place back. So then, what's wrong here? Huh? Functions is a list of unique pointer function. Oh, it's because it's unique pointers now. Let's make unique of type mir function. Give it that, and then functions. We wanna push back. Move fun. You can even just replace this with fun get. Right? Oh, we need this. Whoops. Name or what is this before? Fget name. Docket name? That's a reference. I see. Okay. This was named wrong anyway. Okay. Yeah, this is just kind of a slush pile, but that's kind of inevitable, I think. We can do it like this, maybe, to make it more readable. We can keep going down here. What's wrong here? This is not this does not work anymore. Huh. 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 Okay, well, we can do this and then cur equals, or like, cur equals basic blocks front. Actually, we can iterate through this differently. Let's make this less awful. For each basic block in basic blocks, get our basic blocks. So we also want like let's do it like this. Yeah, this is hacky enough. Yeah, we can do this, I think. And then we should be fine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I named this wrong. Okay, that cleans that up. It also looks a little bit less ugly. Okay, so we can do this now. This is fine. Alright, this is where things get messy, I think. So successors at branch get successor. So we want we can do this. It's auto. Successor is I can do that. What? Oh, wait. I can do it like this. I can just do it like this. This will be a little bit confusing to read, but I swear it's rational. Actually, no, I lied. We're not going to do it like that. At successor plus plus. At the successor's predecessors at branch, or wait, no, at bb get. We want to increment like that. Okay. So that's how we link it now, without creating this giant train car coupling thing here. We can just give this a 1 as well. It should be t successor cond branch. And successor 1. Actually, let's just name it true successor. So there's zero ambiguity now. And also because T-suck looks kind of funny, but what do you know? I've lost all my marbles. It's, you know, like when you say something and like in the moment it's like funny, and then like after you say it you like completely regret it. That's me right now. Anyway, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So that's fixed. We just have to change a couple of other things here. So for instance, we don't have that anymore. This is fine. We don't have cur literals anymore, which is really helpful. Also, it just occurred to me we could use like a swap actually to make things less messy instead of having to do these like clear things. Right? Actually, this is fine. Yeah, okay. This is fine. We don't have this anymore, do we? We should probably just make like a reset block thing, actually, to avoid duplicating code. Or maybe not. It looks like we handle things differently each case at least. Okay, maybe on closer inspection, maybe we don't actually handle things differently each time. Yeah, we really just do the same thing over and over. Yeah, so we make the block, push back and clear, and then set true. Make push clear, but we set false. Aha, that's different. Make push clear true, make push clear true. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, let's make a helper then. I think that would reduce the clutter a little bit, make things a little more maintainable. This is not the right place though. This is here, maybe? So we wanna, what do we give this? What the hell is current instructions again? Actually no, we always push current instructions. We want the terminator, I think. So the terminator, I think that's all we need. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this out. This will hopefully cut some clutter. Yeah, let's put that there. Let's put this down here. What's wrong? What do you mean it's out of line? Create basic blocks. Did unique putter terminator. Did I forget to write? I forgot to write. Okay, unlucky. Okay, let's just throw all of this to here. Into here like this. This takes in Terminator. Yeah, we can do it like this. So what did we do in here? This comes after all that, okay. So we want create basic block with instead move branch. Alright, yeah. Yeah, we can do the same thing here. Right? No, that's the one place we can't do that, actually. Branch is fine. And then we can do the same thing here. Jesus Christ, what is happening here? No, man. No, man. Okay, anyway. I think that's all cleaned up now. What else do I need to clean up? Oh, shit bar. Okay. Okay, step by step. Let's just... Yeah, let's just keep going. Fix HIR to MIR. Alright. Alright, so we're done with everything in the front end that involves the middle end, which is an ugly sentence, but it makes sense, trust me. I don't think we need to change anything else in instruction level or the MIR level. We already did that. Everything else is pretty much compartmentalized. So now we just have to fix some passes. Yeah, this recurse post order thing is something I want to separate out, at least. I also kind of want to rearrange this pass directory. I really don't like the way it's placed, at least. I think what I might do while I'm at it is I might just like, I might move everything out of here and then into like, just this root directory. I think that might be a good place to start at least. And then we can save this for like utilities or something. Or actually, no. Crazy job, dude. All the best. Day 54 is God's work. Stay strong. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Funnily enough, I won't be streaming this Saturday, but it's because I'm going to a hackathon. So it's very much justified, I think, in this specific instance. So we want analysis. We want transform. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, so this falls under analysis, and then all the best, hope you win. Thank you. I guess we could put this in. We could leave this in pass as well, to be honest. This definitely goes in transform. Maybe I'll just leave it in pass. So we can do that. There we go. Okay. So now these are all separated into very meaningful locations now, I think. Yeah, let's what do we do with these now? I guess we can just put them in middle end, right? None of this feels right. Okay, we're gonna put these in pass as well. Yeah, this seems the least incoherent. Yeah, okay. Or we could put pass manager in the... I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I just put them in the root and call it a day. We can just leave it like this, I think. This seems reasonable enough. This is already like a complete mess, to be honest. And then where do I want like my other stuff to go? Like block updater, function updater, and like traversal iterators. We could just put them in like a util, I think. Or utils. Right? Is that what I have in the front end? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, let's make a traversal file. Yeah. Okay, so we start here. Oh, we need to relocate a lot of things, actually. Because a lot of things break from that. Or at least where these live. That makes sense. That makes sense. This is getting kind of unwieldy, to be honest. Fuck. Okay. Maybe we just move everything in here, down one level. I think that makes sense, at least. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it like that. That way we don't have, like, this funky pass directory as well. This doesn't exist anymore, though, so we have to change that. That's fine. This doesn't exist anymore. That's fine. And then that doesn't exist anymore, but that's fine. Okay, all of those are fine. Looks like we made a mess, but I promise it's not that much of a mess. Yeah, let's clean this up real quick. That's fine, that's fine. We can do more cleanup there. This we need to get rid of pass. This is transform. This is analysis. That doesn't exist. Okay, those imports are fine now. This is transform. And then this doesn't exist anymore. Okay. And then we can clean that up as we go. Okay. Okay. Git commit. Removed. Or I guess like restructured middle end directory. Need to clang format mem to reg. Why do we need to clang format mem to reg? Oh, that's why we need to. Let's try that again. Are into quant? A little bit actually. I care insofar as they require low latency programmers. because that's kind of my whole thing here. Just writing performant code. So, but in terms of like the raw finance side of it, I think I'm significantly less interested. C++ or Python. Historically, I've used more Python. Right now, I'm using more C++. I enjoy C++ more out of the two, I would say. Okay, let's start the traversal file. This is fine. Would you be interested in coding algorithms for futures, crypto, forex, or CFDs? It's not like tip-top interest for me because because honestly I feel like most of my joy just comes from like compilers proper, but I feel like it'd be something that I'd find interesting at least. I guess I would be interested. I don't know. It'd be a good chance for me to learn at least. Python sucks? Yeah, low-key. It's not designed to be a great language. It's designed to be an easy-to-use language, I guess. And like that sounds contradictory, but like they have very distinct requirements, I guess, from each other. Yeah, let's move all this stuff out here. Let's do this. We want middle and utils traversal.h. We should probably define this real quick. Where the heck I am? Alright, let's steal all this stuff again. Let's see. I want to make iterators here. How do I make an iterator? Let's look up how to make an iterator. Alright, sure. You have this little thing. Oh, okay. This is a little bit of a mess. Okay, let's worry about this next time. We have a list here. The two types of iterators we want: pre-order, basic block iterator, and then we want post order or reverse post order basic block iterator. We'll just leave those as to-dos for now, because I feel like I'm going to run out of time to work on those. For today, at least. For now, I mostly care about just, like, getting everything to work still. Just from, like, that big migration. We can do it like this, I think. And then... this as well. What do we need to include here? Need to include the MIR. And that solves most of these, I think. And this just needs a semicolon. What else do we need? Need to close the braces. Okay, neat. We can keep it like this for now. What else do I need here? Request post order. Oh, this is a list now. It just occurred to me. Yeah, we'll clean this up later. But yeah, don't worry about this mess. This is just a compatibility patch for now. Opinions on vibe coding? Depends on what it's being used for. I think if you're like writing front-end code or something that's like very well indexed into ChatGPT and it has like a lot of like training data, I think vibe coding is probably sufficient to like get something that works. I guess like if it comes down to like more low-level code or like more domain-specific stuff though, I think it struggles a lot. Like if you've looked at my workflow here, you'll notice I don't use any AI tools for the most part. And if I do need like AI-based help, I will just ask a question to ChatGPT. But like, yeah. In general, I think I personally don't enjoy it, but I think it has utility in certain contexts. Have you experienced any discrimination in the job search for being Chinese? First of all, yes, I am Chinese. Yeah. I can't really speak to like discrimination proper. It would be. It's like none of it's like explicit discrimination. It's all very like implicit in terms of like I guess like relative to other applicants. I don't really think about it too much because I don't think it really changes what I need to do. Like at the end of the day, the requirement to get a job is still just to be cracked, and realistically I don't think my race or other factors beyond my control are really gonna change the fact that I still need like a baseline level of like skill. So like I could care more, but if I can't do anything about it, what's the point really, you know? From what I've seen, it seems most useful for web devs, maybe? Yeah, I think that's spot on in terms of vibe coding, I'm assuming you're talking about. What type is this? It's an unordered map. Contains this successor again. It's a basic block. What is Tian again? Traversal numbers. Okay. Why doesn't this work then? Oh, it's a pair. Successor, we can just do default value there. Yeah, okay. That cleans it up then, I think. I don't think we need to like revisit successors. That seems a little bit overkill. Maybe? That's a good question, actually. No, we visit it once. That's the entire point. Yeah, okay. Okay, we figured it out. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. We can include that now, I think. Traversal.h. That goes in here. Details. Traversal.h. Goose. It's good to see another goose around, I can't lie. It always makes me feel a little bit better. This should be a unordered map. Oh wait, no. It should be a not set. What is it called? List. A list. When was the last time anyone else has used a list? Yeah, geese are great until one is running after you, and then they're like the most scary thing in the world, I will say. this makes sense. It's an arrow again. We should probably just put this in one place. Entry, maybe. Yeah, anything running at you is, yeah, that definitely is fair enough, yeah. Yeah, on campus here, there's the occasional big pile of geese. They're a little bit scary sometimes, but like as long as you don't like bother them, it's fine. It's not like they're being controlled by like the player in Untitled Goose Game or anything. This is different now. This is pred, comma, underscore, because we don't care about the count, I think. This is fine. Yeah, the rest of this is fine, actually, I think. I hope this generates correct code. This is not ideal. What type is this? It's a pair now. So we want pred, and then blank. Okay, what's next? Why doesn't this work anymore? This takes a function ref. God damn it. This should be a function putter, I think, now then. And then now we can just get, right? Right? Unless... Is there a reason that a putter here wouldn't work? Okay, I guess it doesn't. So we need to do that. This is no longer a vector, this is a list. I think, right? When do we use this? We just iterate through it, it looks like. So we can keep this as a vector, actually. Yeah, because then it's faster. I was once trapped inside an apartment I was renting by a group of geese. Yeah. Yeah, they do that thing. There's like a whole game made around geese kind of just being terrorists. It's a pretty fun game. I would suggest it. It's called Untitled Goose Game. And that's also where my profile picture comes from, so... yeah. So we can do this. This needs to be an arrow. This needs to be an arrow. Okay. This is where the other helper I want to write would come in really handy. What are you trying to build? I'm trying to make a compiler from C to x86-64. How do we make this not terrible? Let's just size t in equals 0 here. And then auto I in instructions at oh yeah, like this. Yeah, this is fine. Auto ref I. Yeah, we can do it like this. And then we want... Oh wait, this is funny. Just as like a little bit of a band-aid fix, because I need to change this anyway. We want... auto I is iref.get. Or this is actually, yeah, like this. This is really, really hacky, but... yeah, this will be how this ends up. What is this? No overload operator for... Oh. What is this again? Oh, wait, this is, successor and then blank. Okay, so at the end of this for loop, we should increment end. Yeah, this is how we're doing range-based for loops in with a linked list, I guess. Only just discovered your channel through the video title, but good luck in the good fight. I believe in you. Also got to build up my GitHub to show off too. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Thanks for showing up to the stream. I guess you could also use this time as like project work time. If I can inspire more people to do a similar thing, that would be pretty cool, to be honest. This needs to be the pair thing. It's an arrow again. This, oh, again? Oh. Yes, we need this. This is so gross. I'll clean this up eventually, but... I ref instructions at instructions. So ref. Or this should just be I actually. This should always I++, I think, as always, or int++. Yeah, this is quite ugly at least. We'll have to deal with this. This could just be I now, which is nice. Work on a lexical analysis project in C++, not even as close to impressive as you're doing. Nah, I mean, honestly, lexical analysis stuff is something I also still need to learn, just because, like, if you look at my parser, I've low-key been kind of lazy with it. Because, like, I kind of just use the parser generator and call it a day, so. Maybe at some point, actually no, factually, just straight up at some point, I will write a proper parser by hand that doesn't use a parser generator. But yeah, much respect to you for what you're doing as well. That's something that I guess I haven't had a chance to do a lot of, and I think it's really cool. we don't need reserve anymore. Actually, we could make this run less terribly, now that I think about it. We can throw this at the end now, as well. Yeah, we could even just like throw in an erase right now instead of this. We can just do like instructions erase. And what does this take as parameters? Just an iterator? Oh, that's really nice actually. Okay, we can then auto iter equals instructions begin iter not equals instructions and then iter plus plus, just to get a taste of what we can do now. Yeah, so if this is not to erase size or is less than, and this equals that, then we can erase iter. Yeah, and this shouldn't invalidate the iterator, I think. Invalid. Okay, well, this should be fine, right? Yeah, we can just do this even. Or iter equals that. Yeah, and then that avoids the invalidation issue. What language is this? It's C++. Yeah, so we can do this, and then regardless we want to int plus plus. We can get rid of that swap, I think, and then we can even just move this to the end as well. Illispable, yeah, it's a complete mess to work with, to be honest, because you keep, like, what ends up happening is, like, you write some code and, like, you run it, and then, like, and you're like, okay, this is gonna work, and then it just prints out segfault, and you're like, what the hell? And then, like, you look closer at your code, and then, like, it turns out you're, like, accessing memory somewhere that, like, you shouldn't be able to, and it's like, damn. Yeah, C++ is, like, notoriously difficult. It's quite a mess, but that's kind of how it is. Yeah, so we want instructions. Push front, actually. We can do that now because we have a list. This is so nice. I'm quite happy about this. Okay, we can do that. That cleans up that code a little bit. And I think the rest of this is mostly fine. We don't have this anymore. Oh, wait. Oh, this makes a mess as well. Is this just C? No, this is C++, but the compiler will... Yeah, so yeah. Let me take a step back. I'm building a compiler from C to C to x86-64, and that compiler is written using C++. Yeah. Rust is a pain to code in as well? Yeah. I thought about using Rust, and then I was like, nah, I need C++ practice. So now I'm using C++, and my life has been miserable since. So, yeah. What made you want to get into compilers in the first place? 2 years ago, I took a compilers class at my school because of a dare. Like, the class was notorious for being like 20 hours a week, and like my friend was like, I'll take it if you take it, so I took it. And then the first 3 weeks were like hell, and then I was like, low-key, this is kind of cool. So then I decided to join our compiler's research lab, and I've just been kind of floating around there ever since. This year I'm starting my master's, so I figured it would make sense to at least try to become smarter. Yeah, and that's why I'm here. Is Rust worth the memory safety? Absolutely. It just catches a lot of bugs before they can even happen. That's, I guess, the best way to put it. It also forces you to write code in a way that's easier to reason about it, which is very nice. This is fine. Okay. Wait a second. Do we handle literals properly in the other thing? I think we just make a pool, yeah. So this should be fine. What else does this need to take? Why do I need the basic block again? Oh, literally for the literals. That's all I need it for. Okay. Yeah, so we need to change this. So it should be program. Where does this go again? Oh, I'm in memtoreg. Duh. Simplify CFG. I might run out of time to fix that, unfortunately. Where's this visitor constructor? Here it is. Okay, we need that. We don't need this anymore. Yeah, so we can do this now. And the reason why this... I set it to function. I might be a bot. This should be program. And then up here as well. Okay. The reason this needs to be a program is because that's where our literals live now. So P is now P, which is kind of funny. Okay. So we need a new literal. Yeah. Let's do something with this. So we want. So this is now P get literal, and this is type. So this is new value literal get type new value literal get uses. Oh my god, wait. Well, I could just do this once. Okay, I can clean this up later. What is your master's program? I'm taking a compiler class next year. Ooh. It's just it's our school's combined bachelor's and master's program. So this quarter I'm currently both a bachelor's student and a master's student. Hopefully next quarter I will just be exclusively a master's student. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. When did you start learning C++? Is your primary language? I'm trying to make it my primary language, but yeah, I started learning it like my first year here. I'm in my 4th year now. And then I used a little bit in my 2nd year, but I pretty much didn't touch the language at all this past year, which is really crazy to think about. So yeah, it's all just been a lot of learning for me, and the code I write is it's trying to do something. I can't say it's great, but we're slowly trying to make writable code. Literal get arrow. Yeah, okay. Wait, we could just return that. Yeah, we can skip a step. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Oh wait, this is single access now. We're so up. Wait, am I... Wait, what am I doing? Wait. Okay, yeah, this should, I don't need this anymore, actually. Because, yeah, it's already just a pointer. Yeah. Wait. Man, I love architecting my code properly and making real code progress. This is fine, this is fine. New value. New value. What code editor is that? It is NeoVim. I am one of those people, for better or for worse. I'm running in Tmux. The theme you can kind of get on a lot of editors, to be honest. It's just Tokyo Night. I made a couple of changes to like tweak some small elements, but the overall color scheme is still the same. Okay, we can get rid of this thing now as well. Oh. F or P? This? Okay. We could just P. Get? Or no, just P. Yep, just P. Why is this not a valid constructor? Okay, let's turn this into a reference then and call it a day. And this should also be a reference. Okay. Yeah, it looks like all the fires are put out here. So the last place we need to... Oh my god, okay. This is not gonna be fun to clean up. I might just save this for another day. Yeah, I low-key want to like do things with my evening, so I think this wouldn't be a bad place to call the stream. A, let's just do that, and then T. So I don't have to type out the whole thing. Right. Clean up dominator, tree, and mem2reg. Make traversal dir, or traversal file. Library? Library. I need to format it. Damn it. What was the change? Oh, okay, sure. Sure. Okay. Origin, MIR redesign. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here. It's been a good 2 hours. Unfortunately, I didn't get time to do the leetcode, but I'll just do that on my own today. Thank you all so much for showing up to my stream, especially if you've been here for the whole 2 hours. That's a lot of time, and it means a lot to me that you've taken that much time out of your day. If you're new here, make sure you sub to my channel and join the Discord. The link is down in the description. That's the best place to get notified when I go live, and yeah, best place to get notified when I go live, and also stay up to date with the various scheduling changes that inevitably happen whenever whenever I stream because life is a mess. Tomorrow I'll be streaming at the same time as today. Usually I stream at 7 p.m. Central Time. This Saturday I won't have a stream at all because I'll be at a hackathon. I think that's pretty much the high-low of everything. Make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn and add me on GitHub to stay up to date with what I'm doing. And if you know anyone in any firm that has a compiler role and they can give me a referral, please send my contact info their way. That would mean the world to me and it would make a massive difference. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more food and then just unwind for the rest of today. I've pretty much just been doing nothing but work today. So yeah, take care y'all, take it easy, and have a wonderful rest of your day.